Hello and welcome to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Jeff Smith alongside Aaron Nilsson coming to you live from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon. Thank you for joining us tonight. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game Night powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Tonight we are featuring the South Medford Panthers taking on the Grants Pass Cavemen. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with our community business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for tonight's event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. And we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, click on the red subscribe button, and we will let you know when games go live. So coming to you live from Heater Newman Memorial Gymnasium here at Grants Pass High School. And an important matchup for both of these teams. It's been the winter of South Medford. South Medford winning the wrestling championship just last weekend. South Medford girls, of course, on top of the conference right now, but also these Panther boys on top of the Southwest Conference. Looks like a pretty good matchup, Aaron.
That it does.
Yeah.
They're really at 16-5, the record's 14-7, South Medford and Grants Pass respectively, and South Medford coming in with a 10-game winning streak.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And it, again, I'm last couple of years in the Southwest Conference getting to know the patterns and the teams that are the better teams and whatever, but I don't know that I expected South Medford to be on top of the conference. The girls you expected every year practically.
Exactly.
Didn't necessarily expect it from this boys team, but they're playing well.
111 points last time out against Roseburg. A lot of points. You don't see 100 in a lot of high school games.
No.
At least not here in Oregon.
No, not too often. So 8-0 in the conference is South Medford. Grants Pass is second at 5-4. So no chance for the Cavemen to catch the Panthers in the conference standings, but it would be a good statement tonight if Grants Pass could pull off the upset. And they're more than capable of doing it. The first time out these two teams played, South Medford got the win, obviously, as they're undefeated in the conference, but it was 63-48. And so for a road game against this number one team, not a bad game for Grants Pass. Grants Pass depends on their defense. In fact, both of their teams very good defensively, very active, good help, whether they're in the man-to-man or the zone. They're very good at helping, and they're very good at recovering to the weak side when the skip passes come. So that's going to be the key for Grants Pass. South Medford, a little more balanced team all around. From the way I see it, they just got to play their game and let it come to them, and they'll be in pretty good shape. But should be a fun night. It always gets raucous here at Heater Newman, and I expect the same tonight. So we're getting close to the start of this one.
South has their Harlem Globetrotter pants, striped pants.
I saw the pants, and the first thing I thought was one of the teams at the 5A tournament last year had pants like that. And that was the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, oh no, this is South Medford. But yeah, I like the stripes. It's a good look. So we're getting close to the start of this one, and so we're going to take our first break. They're going to have the anthem, and we will come back with the starting lineups. And this pregame show has been brought to you by Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill. Tap Rock on the banks of the Rogue River. And we will take a break and be back with your starting lineups right after this.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back to Heater Newman Memorial Gymnasium here at Grants Pass High School, and Southwest Conference basketball action coming up next. And we're going to get the starting lineups for both the teams. We'll start with the South Medford Panthers. Head coach of the Panthers is James Whiteman. Number 11 is Cameron Sewell. Number 3, Jackson Wieland. Number 14 is Bowden Howell. Number 21, that's Ty Henry. And number 32 is Dylan Espinosa. And again, James Whiteman is the head coach of the Panthers. And now the starting lineup for the Grants Pass Cavemen. Number 4, Peyton Bruner. Number 5, that's Mason Bennett. Number 23, Cade Brandis. Number 24, that's Luke Morgan. And number 44 is Jaden Jesse. Head coach of the Cavemen is Joel Jesse. And we are about ready to get things started. Number 8 Panthers taking on the number 18 Cavemen. First and second place teams in the Southwest Conference. With only a few games left, Panthers have already secured first place in the Southwest Conference, but the Cavemen need to protect that second place standing as the other teams are right there with them. It's going to be Bennett tipping against Howell.
A lot of it, too, at this point is really rankings. Try to improve your ranking in the state for the playoffs.
Yeah, especially if you're not going to win your conference. It helps a lot in your seeding. And the Panthers win the tip. Howell with it, working around Bennett. Bennett knocks it away. That one too strong off the glass, but the Cavers get it back as Morgan scooped up that loose ball but couldn't get the shot to fall. Bennett over Howell. Bennett gets the Cavemen on the board first.
I think second chance points are going to be huge for the Cavemen here tonight. They're going to have a chance against the Panthers.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. They're going to need offensive rebounds if they want to hang in this game with this Panther team. Got him trapped over there on that sideline, and there's the 5-second call. So good defense. That skip pass almost took him out of bounds, and it put him in kind of a bad spot to begin with, and then nobody coming over to help.
And there is that defense you mentioned in the pregame.
Yeah, Grants Pass, it's all about defense, but I think you're right, too, is they're going to have to win the rebounding battle tonight as well. Otherwise, South Medford may run away from them. Bennett spins, fade away, and he'll go to the line for 2. First team foul for either team, and it'll be the first personal on Jackson Wieland. Yeah, and Bennett's going to be one of the keys for the Cavemen. He does a lot of their scoring most nights. And, of course, on the other side, Howell and Wieland are a couple of the keys for South, but there's others that can do some damage as well. So Bennett misses both, but an offensive rebound for Morgan. And Bruner, number 4, getting another start tonight. He started the season on the bench. He's been starting as of late, and there's a reason why. Knocks down the jumper.
Beautiful stroke on that jump shot.
I always thank the Bruners because his sister, I believe it's his sister, they wear the same number, so it makes it easier for the announcers.
That it does.
And there was another example, and the ball goes to the weak side. The Cavemen are pretty good at closing the gap quickly. Good screen. That rolls out for Sewell. And Jesse's pass is stolen. Here comes Howell up the gut. He's fouled. He gets the bucket. Bruner will pick up the foul. And Bowden Howell will get the hoop and the harm.
Kept them off the score sheet for 2:15.
Yeah, there's a victory right there. And Howell completes the three-point play. And it's a one-point game with 5:45 remaining here in the first. A little backcourt pressure coming from the Panthers. That one knocked away, but scooped up by Morgan, and Morgan is fouled. I think they're going to call the block and not from behind. The shot was blocked from behind, but I think they're calling the block.
Just a lot of contact no matter what from the front and the back.
Yeah. So it looks like Sewell will pick up his. Oh, I gave that first foul to the wrong player. So Sewell picks up his second. 3 team fouls now. So Sewell will sit down, and Colby Schulberg comes in. And Morgan gets both the free throws. His first 2 points of the night, and it's a 3-point Caveman lead. Yeah, if Grants Pass can keep this a low-scoring affair, that's going to be the kind of game they want to play. And a steal. Jesse knocked it away. Jesse gets it back. Too strong off the glass. But Bennett right there to clean up the mess.
There's a second chance points once again.
And that's the thing, you can't take anything for granted on a fast break. You got to go with your team as Howell misses. Bennett had a little trouble with that pass. Morgan inside, and a steal. Howell coming the other way. Bruner challenges, but Howell looking for the call. He won't get the call, but he will get the bucket.
Great adjustment after contact, too.
Yeah, he did a good job of body control. He got in the air and just waited to shed that defender. And Bennett with a nice move, too strong off the glass. 3:52 remaining here in the first. Good screen again. Howell pulls up from 15. Can't get it to fall. That pass came a little early. Schulberg guarding Bruner. Bruner got it blocked, I believe, by Whelan. Ivan Isley and Gavin McLean come in for the Cavers. Also in for the Cavers, Jackson Poland, and in for South, Deacon Edgar, Tobias Akpan, just over 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Deep three, off the mark. So Jackson Poland coming in off the bench, trying to find his range. That one may have just ticked a tiny bit of the iron, but that was it. And Poland picks up the reaching foul. Second team foul, first personal for Poland. Whelan working on Poland, pulls up from the elbow, and Isley with the rebound. Down low to Morgan. Morgan!
Great pass.
Yeah, perfectly lobbed in, and Morgan did the rest. He'll go to the line. Be the fourth team foul. First personal on Tobias Akpan. And Morgan gets the freebie. And a good start here for the Caveman in the first. On our John L. Scott scoreboard, 11-5. Morgan went for the steal. Baseline jumper goes down for Akpan. McLean, little Euro step, gets the bucket. Whelan trying to push, he'll get rid of it. Three-pointer missed by Edgar.
Good tip, Isley to himself.
Elbow jumper off the mark, and a battle for the rebound is finally won. Here's a break for South. Count the bucket for Whelan. McLean pulls up from 15, no good. Another break opportunity. Wheeland again. Can't get the roll this time. Poland pulls up, misses. Wheeland throws ahead. Gets it up to Edgar. Now they'll send it back around the arc. Fadeaway, got it. Howell, he's got 7. And he gets it within 2 for the Panthers. So a nice little surge here for South Medford. 12 seconds remaining in the quarter. McLean will take the 3 off the mark, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play on our John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass 13, South Medford 11, and we will be right back.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Well, welcome back to Grants Pass High School Southwest Conference basketball action. It'll be South Medford basketball to start the second quarter. They trail by 2 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Grants Pass 13, South Medford 11.
Something interesting that I just saw here on that break on the program, well, not the program roster, but the schedules for both these teams and the results recently. The most points that the Cavemen have scored this season is 80 points. The most points, 73. The most points South Medford has given up is 80. Both of those games were the most recent games for both of these teams. So if South Medford, I'm looking at it go up there, they're ripe for the picking. They're on a 10-game winning streak. But if this is the time to take them, like they're giving up, they got 80 points in their last game, and Grants Pass put up 73, best offensive output, maybe this is the game they can do it.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, and the Cavemen on a winning streak of their own. It's only 3 games, but it's 3 games at the right time in the season when you want to be on a roll.
Yeah.
And Morgan picked up right where he left off. He got the bucket. He'll go to the line. It's going to be the second personal on Akpan, 5th team foul. And Morgan just rattles it out. So good start to the quarter for the Cavemen, but they squandered a little bit of their lead at the end of that. And Howell showing why everybody knows his name. Isley stumbles in the lane, but the Cavemen keep it alive. Poland switches to the right hand, but couldn't get it to fall. Now Whelan being watched by Poland. Nice spin move, got some contact and gets the bucket. Whelan's got 4, and we are tied at 15. We predicted a good game, Aaron, and so far I think we're getting it.
We will see how it continues, but I don't expect anything less than possibly a tight game as it has been so far. Maximum effort, you'll get that for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Oh, double clutch from Cade Brandis. He thought he got some contact there, but not enough for the call. Jesse back in for the Cavers, and in for South, Dylan Espinoza and Cameron Sewell back in. And Morgan had it knocked away, gets it out to Isley. That's off the mark. Another break opportunity is leaking out was Wheeland, and Wheeland gets the bucket and gives South their first lead. Morgan misses from the elbow. Rebound scooped up by Espinoza. Good anticipation there by Brandis. He saw that screen come and moved over right where he knew where Howell would be going. Corner three, no. It's a tough assignment for Brandis guarding Howell. Brandis kind of a swing, but he plays a lot of post, and he's usually up to the task when he's got to guard some of the better ball handlers.
How's going to be difficult for anybody tonight.
Yeah, that's true. And the Cavers turn it over. Wheelan, no, we're going to have a whistle. It's going to go against South Medford. It's going to be the 6th team foul. First personal on Dylan Espinoza. So that one away from the ball. I didn't see it, Aaron. I don't know if you saw that.
Didn't see that one. I just saw him hitting the floor.
Yeah, something, maybe an illegal screen or something along those lines, but yeah. Good backdoor. Oh, Bruner off his leg, and it'll be Panther basketball.
You don't have to be perfect playing against the Panthers, but mistakes like that certainly don't help the cause.
No, for sure. That one off the mark from, I believe that was Edgar, but it's back up and in for Cameron Sewell, his first bucket of the night, and the Panthers with their biggest lead. About halfway through this second quarter, 19-15 Panthers on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Fast-moving first half so far. Howell watching Bennett. And now Isley in the corner. He's got Wheeland. Brandis looking for some room. Looks like Espinoza might have got a piece of that. Howell cut off and fouled. Cade Brandis kind of, it's like, what do I got to do? He was the second guy there, but he's going to pick up the foul. First personal on Cade. Third team foul on Grant's pass. And Ty Henry coming in for the Panthers as Howell got the first free throw.
Howell's only a sophomore.
I know.
My goodness.
Yeah, he was a freshman phenom, and he continues to impress. Bruner making some room, a little too strong. Jesse's follow is up and good. And the Cavemen, after a bit of a drought, get a bucket here. Jaden Jesse with his first. Wheelan knocks it down. Wheelan's got 6 in the quarter, 8 for the game. 2:43 remaining in this first half. Bennett for 3 off the mark, and the outside shooting for Grants Pass has been not good so far.
Not good is a kind of nice way to put it.
South Medford going to take a 30-second timeout. And on our John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass 17, South Medford 22. Sports fans in the Rogue Valley, if you missed the great reporting from the Mail Tribune, you need to check out SouthernOregonGrapevine.com. You'll find stories, stats, pictures, and links to our Table Rock sports streams. You can help by reporting on your favorite team or school. Check out SouthernOregonGrapevine.com or go to their Facebook page. Tonight's game also brought to you by Schlesinger and DeVilleneuve Attorneys, with practices throughout Southern Oregon and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful and civil behavior at youth sporting events. So 2:33 remaining in this first half. Cavemen got out early, had a nice lead, but a couple of fast breaks at the end of the first made it a 2-point game. And now the Panthers have battled their way into the lead here as the second quarter winds down. Deep 3 off the mark. Oh, and Bruner had it raked away by Howell. That 3-pointer is good. Cameron Sewell. And believe it or not, that's our first 3-pointer of the night.
Really?
Had a couple of 3-point plays, but the first 3-pointer knocked down by Sewell.
There have been a lot taken.
Yeah, the Cavemen have had a few misses.
Yeah.
We're going to get an offensive foul called against Grants Pass. Jaden Jesse picks up his second personal. Team's fourth as Colby Schulberg comes back in for the Panthers. 1:40 remaining. Panthers taking their time here. Whelan overthrows his teammate Ty Henry. And Panthers want to say that one was tipped, but none of the referees are listening to their pleas.
It's one thing, you can't really change a referee's mind.
No,
I don't really see it happen that often.
No, I used to try it a lot when I was coaching middle school, and it never worked. Almost taken away by Henry. 3-pointer rounding out for McLean. Jesse hustles to get it. Skip pass for 3. McLean. Bruner with the offensive board, and he draws the foul.
Third chance points on that one.
Yeah. A little bit of what we saw at the back in that first quarter. That magic's been gone for a bit, but the Cavemen trying to get it back here. We're under a minute to go here in the half. It's the 7th team foul, putting Grants Pass in the bonus. And Bruner makes it a 5-point game with the free throw. Down to 34 seconds to go in the half. Cavers have stayed in that zone. You may see them come out in a man in the second half. Almost threw that one onto the bench, but good save by Howell. 15 seconds to go in the half. McLean trying to force Whelan to his left, but he gets a hole in the lane and lays it up and in. Bennett going to pull up from behind midcourt and almost knocked it down.
Wow.
So a nice attempt from I think I said Morgan. That wasn't Morgan, that was Bennett. Nice attempt, but he couldn't quite get it to fall. So at the end of one half of play, South Medford comes from trailing to take the lead on our John L. Scott scoreboard. South Medford 27, Grants Pass 20. We'll take a break and come back with your halftime report after this.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
And welcome back to Grants Pass High School Heater Newman Memorial Gymnasium. And this Southwest Conference matchup between the South Medford Panthers and the Grants Pass Cavemen. South Medford with the 27-20 lead at the half. Jeff Smith alongside Aaron Nilsson. And Aaron, good start for the Cavers, but South Medford started to flex the muscle just a bit there toward the end of that first quarter and on through the second. And they've got the lead here at the half.
Those little mistakes, it really was that they got back into it at that end of the first quarter was just those mistakes that you started to see a little bit more prevalent in the second quarter with the Cavemen just bouncing it off themselves or not knowing behind is how, I mean, others too, getting their hands, just poking the ball out from some of the Cavemen players just behind you. And it's more communication maybe that's needed, but those little things, and then all of a sudden it's a turnover and you've given the Panthers just more opportunities to put up 111 points like they did last game, but just at least get closer to it. They only have 27 right now, but they had 11 after the first, so 16 points, I believe, in that second quarter.
13-11 was the first quarter score.
A little bit better, and it definitely has slowed for the Grants Pass.
And, you know, Grants Pass had a 5 or 6 point lead with about a minute and a half left, but they gave up. Well, they had some bad misses, but they were letting guys leak out. There was 3 straight fast break opportunities. Now, South only scored on 2 of them,
defense.
But that's 4 points that you gave up because you let a guy leak out on you when one of your guards needed to be retreating on that. And those kinds of mistakes is all it takes for a team like South to quickly come back in it.
And a team that just you put up their defense so much and touted it. And they were doing so well in the first quarter, and then you have those lapses, just the court awareness, like, whoa, what happened? What's going on?
Yeah, and a couple of times going for steals, not getting them and giving up, really makeable jumpers that you shouldn't be giving up. You want to force them to the outside. That's the thing with Grants Pass, the way they're shooting tonight. South Medford doesn't have to chase them to the arc until they start proving they can knock those down. Well, Grants Pass hasn't even really forced South to try and show an outside game. They've taken a couple of three-pointers, but really it's just been their patience on offense, finding those cutters and getting easy buckets. And the screening. The screening's been effective to get guys open for the Panthers. Grants Pass going to have to find a way to slow that down.
For sure.
But all in all, not a bad half for either team. It's a lower scoring game, which favors Grants Pass. They're going to have to keep the scoring down if they want to stay in it. But they're also going to have to start hitting a few of those threes. They were missing badly in that first half, and they need a few of those to go down. It's not a big part of their game, but when the defense gets tight in the paint, you got to be able to knock down a few outside shots, and they're just not doing it right now.
At least be ready to get a rebound.
Yeah, for sure. So let's take a quick look at some of the totals. For the Panthers, Wieland had 10 and Howell with 10. Also scoring for the Panthers, Sewell had 5 and Akpan with 2. And for Grants Pass, Luke Morgan led the way for the Cavemen. He had 7. Peyton Bruner with 5. Bennett with 4. McLean had 2. And Jesse also with 2. We will take a break. We'll come back with a quick look at our out-of-town scoreboard. We'll do that after these words from our sponsors.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Well, welcome back to Grants Pass High School. And let's take a quick look at our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Conger Morris. Of course, with South Medford being here at Grants Pass, that means the Grants Pass Lady Cavers are on the road taking on the Panthers at South Medford. End of the first quarter, South Medford leading 20-1. So the offense getting started a little slowly for the Lady Cavers right now. Hopefully for Grants Pass, see if they can get that turned around. Other scores, boys action, Roseburg trailing North Medford there in the third. North Medford leading 44-24. And in girls action, Mazama and KU getting ready to go. They are just about to get underway. And you can watch all of those games and more at TableRockSports.net and our game center. Or you can go to YouTube and search Table Rock Sports. So we're getting ready for the second half here from Heater Newman Memorial Gymnasium. We're going to take a quick break and come back with the second half of action. We'll be right back.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
We welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And as you can see on our John L. Scott scoreboard, the Panthers with the 27-20 lead as we head to the third quarter. And I believe it's going to be caveman basketball to start this second half.
A lot of pink tonight.
Yeah, cavemen with the pink warm-ups. Of course, we mentioned the Globetrotter stripes that South had on the pants, but the Cavers with the, can't quite read what they've got on there, but
if only we could zoom in tighter.
Maybe at some point.
I could probably do that.
Maybe at some, well, you know, when you send me another play-by-play guy to run camera,
there we go.
Jesse with the miss, but another offensive rebound. Morgan can't get the roll, but he'll go to the line.
It is. It's a different mindset.
Well, of course, our executive producer, Joe Brett, he's got a list of all the people he can send for camera. I guarantee you I am at the very bottom of that list.
Because they want you at play-by-play if you can.
Yeah,
right?
Okay, we'll go with that. So Morgan misses the first free throw. That was the second personal on Dylan Espinosa. And Morgan splits the free throws. And if we could get a good scoreboard operator, we would be able to clear all the fouls. I won't tell you who's doing that, but it's not Aaron.
I won't either.
Howell on the baseline finds Wieland. Howell, good closeout by Brandis to cut off the baseline. Howell will spin on him. Tough jumper, knocks it down. He makes it look so easy.
I'll tell you what, though, situations like that, I don't know how many seconds they had it, but I really look forward to the shot clock introduction next season.
You and me both.
Really change the whole scheme of things.
Oh, and a foul on Howell. He wasn't a lot of contact, but enough to draw the call. His first personal, second team foul. Yeah, I don't like to admit it on broadcast, but I grew up in California, and I've always been a proponent of the shot clock. 21 years in Oregon, and I'm finally getting my wish.
I'm from California, too. I'll admit it. Hey, right there with you. But it is. It's just you see some of these end-of-game situations, especially where there's 2 minutes and they'll just play keep away. When you really look at it, you're going, it's 6 possessions. You're looking at you. It's a different way the coaches will have to coach and the players will have to play. It's also nice. It helps prepare them more for that next level, too.
Yes, for sure. So if you saw that last play, Howell had not reestablished both feet down onto the court before he caught that. And that's the reason for that turnover. Lob goes to Morgan. Morgan on the right block. Can't get the roll, but I thought he had it back. And he'll pick up a foul instead as the quicker Wieland snuck around Morgan, and Morgan put a hand on the back. First personal for Morgan. First team foul of the half for the Cavemen. So we didn't mention at halftime, South Medford won that second quarter 16-7, and that's all of the lead, in fact, because the Cavers led by 2 after 1. But a dominating second quarter. That one blocked by Brandis on the Sewell attempt.
Great block, man.
Well, and that's one of the advantages to this kind of helping defense the Cavemen like to play is the second guy in a lot of times will get those blocks because he's already anticipating he's got to come over and help, so he's already made the move. Oh, good steal. Sewell the other way. Sewell too strong, looking for contact. That's one of those plays I think he was thinking more about the defender than he was about making the shot.
Hit a little too hard, but didn't put him off just enough.
Bennett with the miss. And Howell running the offense here for the Panthers. And Brandis draws the charge. This is one of those that the guy in the stands that's rooting for South, his feet weren't set, but that's not what the rule is.
Yep.
And that was a good call by the ref. Brandis knew right where he was going. He beat him to the spot and drew the charge. Second personal on Howell. Bennett with a strong move. Howell wanted an offensive foul. He doesn't get the call, and Bennett gets the bucket. And this is going to be a blocking foul this time, and another good call.
Yep. It's the main thing with refs, just consistent. As long as they're consistent, the players know, and the team's just, okay, we know where they're going to draw the line and what we can work with.
Yeah, and I think it has been consistent so far tonight. Wow, just missing on a fadeaway from way downtown. He almost knocked that down. He makes it look so easy. It's just, he's such an effortless player. McLean from 12. No, Brandis. And they're going to say he was fouled. I believe that's Ty Henry going to pick up the foul. His first personal, team's fourth. Kate Brandis, another one that was coming off the bench early this season and has earned a starting spot these last few weeks. And Akpan and Edgar back in for the Panthers. We're just under the 5-minute mark here in the third. And Brandis can't get the free throws, but an offensive rebound. Bennett made it happen. Morgan got that blocked and wisely let it go. And so a double foul.
Huh.
11. So it's going to be Brandis' second and Whelan's, or I'm sorry, Sewell's third. And Brandis going to sub out. Actually, a couple new guys coming out. McLean and Isley are out there for the Cavemen. 4:40 remaining in the third. Schulberg back out for the Panthers as well. That one missed by Whelan, and Schulberg with the offensive board. You mention his name, and he gets on the board. His first bucket of the night.
There's your second chance points.
Yep.
I believe that was Akpan, actually.
Oh, was it Akpan?
Yeah, down there.
I think, yep, you're right. I adjust my glasses. So Akpan has 4 tonight.
Oh. Little hack there.
And a foul at the other end will send Whelan to the line.
And that was on Jesse.
And Jaden Jesse picked up his third personal.
We're only halfway through the third quarter. And we've already got 5 team fouls and 4 team fouls. So we're gonna hit free throws probably here pretty soon.
Yeah, it looks like the fourth quarter is going to be probably a lot of free throws.
Yeah.
Yeah, still 4:02 remaining here in the third. And Wheeland gets them both. And I don't know that Wheeland gets quite the attention that Howell does, but I tell you what, he's a big part of this Panther success. Poland out there with McLean, Bennett, Isley, and Morgan. Bennett can't get that one to fall. So the Caveman offense a little stagnant for last quarter and a half. Off the back iron, and Morgan gets the rebound. Poland into the paint. That one looked like it slipped out of his hand a little bit as he went up. Just kind of fell out of his hand. Wheeland in a crowd. And it's going to be an offensive foul. He got around the first defender, but McLean was waiting for him.
Great finish, though. Soft touch.
That'll be his second. No, that's his third. Sorry, my score sheet was mistaken. So 3 personals on Wheeland, and yeah, that was one different than we saw earlier. He definitely anticipated the contact and adjusted. Morgan with a strong move. Unfortunately, he didn't get the bucket, but it looked pretty.
It certainly did.
And that's going to be a jump ball. And that'll be Grants Pass basketball on the possession. Peyton Bruner back in. .15-footer by Isley, no good. Nice tip, but that's going to be last touch by the Cavemen. It was a good play from Edgar to force that. I believe that was Poland that touched it last.
Yeah. Just unfortunate bounce for him.
Wheeland making a nice move, a little disappearing basketball trick there. Now Howell got it to Akpan, but he was blocked. And then fouled from behind. Henry's going to pick up his second. And that's going to put Grants Pass into the bonus. So Isley trying to get his first points of the night. And, we apologize there. Missing some points on our scoreboard. We don't want to take points away from Grants Pass. They need all the ones they can get. And Isley makes it look easy. And the lead down to 6. First 2 points of the night for Ivan Isley. 1:35 remaining here in the third. Howell working on Poland. Poland with a little bit of a flop, and the bucket goes down for Howell. Well, he's got that fadeaway on the baseline. It's money for that young man. Isley fakes, has the shot blocked. Looked like that may have been Howell that got a piece of that. into the corner. That three-pointer off the iron. Whelan misses. 47 seconds left in the quarter. Ooh, Isley.
I didn't think so. Oh, boy.
That was going to be NBA three there if he had taken it. Poland will take one from the corner. Jackson Poland cuts it back to 5. His first bucket of the night.
Get the crowd back into it.
15 seconds left in the quarter. Whelan misses. Akpan with the putback, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So an offensive rebound and a bucket for Tobias Akpan. He's got 6 on the night, and as we head to the fourth on our John L. Scott scoreboard, South Medford 37, Grants Pass 30. We'll be right back with the fourth.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Daily adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. That midday pick-me-up pit stop. Plus, earn free rewards with our Peak Rewards app. And when you buy Red Bull, Old Wisconsin Jerky, and many other items, you'll accumulate big savings on fuel. With locations in Oregon and California, we are here to keep you energized throughout the day. And with our Peak Rewards app, we'll help you travel further for less, keeping more money in your pockets. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 360.
They went to a tournament. Welcome back to Grants Pass High School and Southwest Conference basketball. And we got the tight shot of those pink warm-ups. It was from the Cactus Jam, a tournament that the Cavemen went to earlier in the preseason, if you want to call it that.
That's perfect because they're kind of doing like a pink out tonight, and it fits.
And another offensive rebound, and Akpan with another bucket. Makes it 39-30 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Morgan with the left hand draws the foul. That'll be the third personal on Akpan. 8th team foul. And Morgan gets the first. So Grants Pass winning the third, 10-8, but they're going to have to win the fourth by more if they want to get back in this one. Morgan gets both the free throws. My score sheet's a mess, but this game has been a good one. And a travel. One too many defenders to try and get through on that play.
That's what Grants Pass is going to need, things like that. But here on this side now, get some points.
Howell, he beat 2 defenders. He wasn't expecting the third one. That pass knocked away by Akpan. He tries to save, but can't. So Akpan coming off the bench, having himself a nice game for these Panthers.
Also a sophomore, like Howell.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good for the next year or two.
Oh,
Isley couldn't save as Morgan's pass was a little too far toward the midcourt line. Just underway here in the fourth. Cavemen trying to keep pace with this First place team in the Southwest Conference, the South Medford Panthers. And Bennett, had to save it after the steal. McLean can't get it. And now Wieland. Going to be a foul on Bennett. Home crowd doesn't like the call. I'm not sure I like it either, but referee's a lot closer to the action than I am. I'm actually going to call that on Isley, so maybe a case I just didn't see the foul because I was watching Bennett. That jumper rattles home.
You know, closer doesn't always mean better. I mean, there's people that are farsighted. They see better from far. Just pointing that out.
Timeout taken here. Be a 30-second timeout taken by the Panthers on our John L. Scott scoreboard. 32-41 is your score. South Medford with the lead. Our winter sports action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. And also our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with 7 locations to serve you. We'd also like to thank the Road Valley Transportation District, who invites you to save on car payments, gas, and insurance by riding the bus. Expanded routes and hours will get you where you need to go. Visit rvtd.org. Caveman basketball coming out of that Panther timeout. Bennett over, Howell gets it to fall.
Strong move there.
Yeah, and they may need Bennett to kind of not put the whole team on his back, but to shoulder a little more of the load. He's one of their best scorers, and I think they're going to need him here in the fourth. That one knocked away. Howell challenged by Morgan. And then off the foot of Edgar, and Coach Jesse trying to get a timeout, but McLean was on that line the minute he grabbed that ball. And apologize, our scoreboard a little behind here. We'll keep taking points away. Grants Pass not going to be happy.
My camera was behind too. I went over so fast and I was watching them slide, I forgot to move the camera.
Well, we'll assure you that McLean was out of bounds. So
yeah, slid for it, hit that line.
Good defense from McLean, but the jumper goes down for Espinosa. His first basket tonight, and it's a 9-point lead for the Panthers. 4:57 remaining. Isley for 3 off the mark. This will be Panther basketball.
It's not really the point where you need to be taking threes. I get if you have an open look, take it and you're feeling it. They've got to get some points, anything at this point.
Yeah, and Isley is one of the guys that'll put a few threes in per night, but the way the outside shooting's gone for Grants Pass, they're going to have to just keep looking for Bennett and Morgan down in that paint. It's going to be the sixth. That's the 6th team foul. First personal on McLean. Grants Pass takes a timeout. Their first timeout. They've got 4 remaining. South Medford has 3 remaining. And we'll take a quick break and be back with more after this.
An honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
Welcome back to Heater Newman Memorial Gymnasium here at Grants Pass High School. And the first place Panthers have the lead 43-34 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Crowd fired up. Got some young fans across the way. Panther basketball coming out of that Grants Pass timeout. And a foul away from the ball. I believe it's going to be on Cade. No, it's going to be on Isley. Sorry. Ivan Isley picks up his second personal, and that will put South Medford into the bonus. And at the free throw line, it'll be Cameron Sewell. Sewell had 5 points in the first half, is yet to score here in the second, but he takes care of that right there with that first free throw. 10-point Panther lead, still 4:31 remaining, so still plenty of time for the Cavers, but the Panthers doing what they need to do as Sewell gets both of the free throws. Isley thinking about the three. Finally finds Morgan.
Oh,
and Morgan too
overshot
strong.
that.
Got a second chance, but couldn't get it done.
That's a gimme. You got to make those.
And that's, I have to say, that's something both of the Caver teams have struggled with, is missing short little shots like that. The girls struggled last couple of games. Even when they've won, they've struggled to make some of those real chippies, really, ones you should be making. And this will go back to Grants Pass. The Panthers turn it over. Bend it around, Howell, and it rolls down for Mason Bennett. Bennett's got 10 so far tonight. 3:15 remaining. Whelan watched by Jesse. Howell finds Akpan, but they'll cycle it around. Whelan with the runner. Whelan's got 14, and the lead is 11.
It's that contribution you mentioned with Whelan. Doesn't get noticed as much, but I think you'll notice that many points tonight.
Yeah, he's hanging right there with Howell on the score sheet. There's a foul on Cade Brandis. Be his third personal, and the team fouls even up at 8 apiece.
It's that time with all the fouls and heading to the free throw. Got 2.5 minutes left. This is where growing up it'd be like watching a game with my dad, and my mom would be like, "How much time is left? I need help." I'm like, there's only 2.5 left.
Yeah.
And then 30 minutes later, what's going on, guys? You said it was 2.5 left. Well, yeah, but stuff happens. It doesn't. Yeah.
So Howell gets the first free throw. Yeah, I don't know how many times my wife says, "How much time's left?" 2 minutes. She goes, "Oh, okay."
Mm-hmm. That's not 2 minutes real time.
And Howell knocks down both the free throws. And The lead now 13. Jesse for three off the iron, and the outside game just hasn't been there for Grants Pass. But the fast break was there, but Akpan decided to go for the dunk. He couldn't quite get the elevation. Bennett at the other end gets the bucket, and Grants Pass will take a timeout.
He tried. That was close. Front rim denied him.
Can't blame him for the attempt, but he misses. And on our John L. Scott scoreboard, 49-38, South Medford with the lead. We'll take another break and be right back.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
Many have tried. Many have had the same thing happen that Akpan just had to have happened to him. It's all good. It's all good, kid.
Yep. Not a bad attempt. Just didn't quite get it done. Welcome back to Heater Newman Memorial Gymnasium. Jeff Smith with Aaron Nilsson, and it's been a fun night, but the Cavemen running out of time here as they trail by 11 with 2:03 remaining in our Lithia Superstore game of the night. Yeah, Grants Pass going to be forced to put some full court pressure as they are running out of time. Panthers break it easily. Now Howell working on Poland. Howell, a little hesitation, gets to the rack but can't finish. Poland for three, got it! And another timeout taken by Grants Pass. And this will be, still waiting for the official call here. I think it's a 30, but okay, there it is.
Yeah.
30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here and let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. Use your Peak Rewards to save on gas on the way to fresh powder at Mount Ashland. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. I'm out of breath, Aaron.
Well, you shouldn't try to hold it.
Yeah.
I've been telling you that. I don't know why you're holding it in between those on those timeouts.
Playing that game we used to do as kids, see if we turned blue. It was kind of a stupid game, but
yeah,
I was a stupid kid, so there you go. Not much smarter of an adult, to be honest with you.
We were all kids. We did things like that.
Minute and a half remaining. 8-point game and a foul on Zach Deschen. It's his first personal, team's 9th. And Jackson Wieland will shoot the one and the bonus. And he rattles home the first. .125 remaining. The Cavers still in striking distance, but South Medford continuing to do just what they need to do. McLean pulls up for the deuce. And a foul will result in 2 shots for Howell. as South Medford goes into the double bonus. Second personal on McLean. And Howell with the miss. And South Medford will take a timeout as Howell hits the second free throw. And on our John L. Scott scoreboard, 9-point game. Grants Pass 43, South Medford 52. Let's take a quick break and be right back.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School. South Medford Panthers leading the Grants Pass Cavemen 52-43 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Much closer contest this time around than the previous matchup on January 17th.
Definitely so, and that fast start for Grants Pass got them going on the right foot, but they let it get away in the second, and they've just been trying to claw back ever since. But again, the Panthers just keep doing just enough to kind of maintain that 8, 10, 12-point lead. And now we're down to 1:04. Grants Pass may have to look for threes, and they do. Bennett can't get it to fall. And the ball ends up in the hands of Whelan. He's fouled by Jackson Poland. And this will be Whelan shooting 2.
Were you in Northern California, Central California, Southern California?
I was in the North Bay area. Santa Rosa is where I grew up.
You have any idea Chick Hearn, who used to call for the Lakers a long time ago? That was one of the things for his TV broadcast he would say. That's what I felt like right now with what just happened. He would always say, well, refrigerator door's closed, the lights are off, the butter's getting hard, the jello's jiggling. That's how he would say this game is done. That's what was his mantra is.
Yeah, and
that's how it feels right now.
And he would be right as the bench is cleared for Grants Pass. First free throw went down for Wheeland. 55 seconds remaining. We'll get you the Caver players here in just a second. And Wheeland hits them both. He's perfect from the line tonight. And losing the handle there was Deschênes. Also out there, Tyler Ireland is number 2. John Broerman is 12. Tyler McIntosh, 11. And number 20 is Ben Antley. .35 seconds remain. Corner 3 missed by Deschênes. Sewell will get it to Wheeland. 23 seconds remain. Wheeland gets some contact, and he'll go back to the line. Running out of room to put the free throws in Wheeland's box here in the fourth as he heads back to the line. Of course, part of the problem is I write way too big, but
it's a different issue.
Wheeland has lived at the line here in the fourth. He knocks down another one. 19 seconds remaining. Jed Johnson comes in for the Panthers. Also out there for the Panthers, Espinosa. Ty Henry's out there. Cash Livedall, number 1, is out there. That three-pointer off the mark. And I believe that's Cole Addy wearing 0. Last second, that one will count if it goes, but it won't. And that will do it. Our final score here at Grants Pass High School, South Medford 56, Grants Pass 43. And we will take a break. When we come back, we will have our post-game show brought to you by Conger Morris. Hometown help through difficult times at Conger Morris Funeral Directors. We'll recap the scoring and look at the standings when we come back from these words from our sponsors.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be 1.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School and our Conger Morris post-game report. And on our John L. Scott scoreboard, South Medford getting the victory, 56-43. South Medford improves to 17-5 overall, 9-0 in the conference. Next up for the Panthers, they will take on Willamette. They will head to Willamette on Friday. Grants Pass, on the other hand, drops to 14-8 overall, 5-5 in the conference. Next up for the Cavemen, they will host Sheldon on Friday. And so a win tonight for Grants Pass, Aaron, would have definitely helped the Cavemen in the rankings, and which would help them going into the tournament. But a loss tonight doesn't hurt them too badly, considering South Medford, the number 8 team, and an undefeated conference record. So not the worst case for Grants Pass, but a win tonight, an upset victory, would have definitely helped them going as we head toward the playoffs.
For sure. I mean, the 18th ranked in the OSA for Grants Pass, but it doesn't get, I would say it doesn't get it easier. It doesn't get harder necessarily. Their last 2 games, Friday and then next week. But both of their final 2 teams, Sheldon and Roseburg, they've already lost to.
Yeah,
so probably a better opportunity maybe to get one maybe of those 2 games a win. You hopefully don't want to end on a 3-game losing streak heading into the playoffs, because that definitely bumps you down. Who knows how far down in that ranking. But tonight, if you were looking at the last 3 games, this one included a game that they probably would lose, would have been tonight. I'm looking at it that way.
For sure. And they get Sheldon at home this time, so hopefully they can get the home court magic going. But a 1-point loss to Roseburg, but they've got to play Roseburg on the road to close out the season on the 21st. So they've got some work to do. They're going to be in the tournament, I think, but they really need at least one out of the next 2, I think.
Yeah.
But again, Southwest Conference will be well represented in the tournament, no doubt about it.
My goodness, yes. The teams on there, just how well it looks like they have been doing.
And of course, on the other side, the South Medford Panthers, they're going to surprise some teams heading into the tournament. They are better than I think a lot of people thought they would be. You knew they were going to compete. Even as a freshman, we knew that Howell was doing big things. Wheeland, also a junior. Of course, Wheeland led tonight in scoring for both teams. He had 20. But that combination of Wheeland and Howell, along with some pretty good defensive play, and they can get out and run. They had some good fast breaks in that second quarter especially. They're going to surprise some teams heading into the playoffs, I think.
Definitely. Once you get to Portland, I mean, it's a whole nother ballgame, too. The intensity there at the Chiles Center. But you can't say, okay, this year, people always like, well, next year maybe. But you do. You look at next year, too. If they don't do very well this year, you look at next year, and they're getting, 4 of their 5 starters back, I believe?
Yeah, it looks like.
Of the starters, at least?
Sewell is senior, but Wheeland will be back. Howell will be back. Henry is senior, and Espinoza is senior. So they're getting.
Okay.
Yeah, getting a couple of them.
But contributors for tonight, at least, too. The heavy contributors are going to be back next year.
Yeah, well, and they got guys coming off the bench that also Akpan will be back, and he's only a sophomore, but he had a good night tonight, and so there's still some good talent coming off the bench even for South, that guys that'll move into starting spots probably next year. So looking pretty good for the Southwest, but not too good for the Cavemen tonight as they lose this one. And I think that'll do it for us, unless you got anything else you want to add.
No, just one of the things I continue to think about as we're getting close to tournament time, just with a couple more games left, is what Lou Holtz, just the famous Notre Dame coach, had said, too, on one of these broadcasts. He said, you don't have to be the best team in the stadium. You don't have to be the best team in the world. Just the best team in the stadium. So you take it one game at a time. It doesn't matter who you are. That's where any team can beat any team if you play it right. And someone has an off night. So even the Grants Pass Cavemen, yes, it's going to hurt your ranking, but nothing is over by any stretch of the imagination.
No, definitely not. 2 more winnable games coming up for them. And honestly, had they been able to sustain what they did in that first quarter, they'd be going home with a win tonight.
Yep,
so
different story for sure.
So looking good, though, for the Southwest Conference. And we would like to thank you for watching tonight's live streaming action. We'd like to thank the Grants Pass High School Athletic Director, Clay Ronceville, for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. Special thanks to head coaches James Whiteman for South Medford, Joel Jesse for Grants Pass. Once again, our final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: South Medford 56, Grants Pass 43. Our next Table Rock Sports production, well, we'll have Grants Pass basketball right here on Friday, but you can also go over to the NFHS network this weekend. We will have the swimming state championships coming up from the Tualatin Hills Aquatic Center in Hillsboro, Oregon. Friday preliminaries, Saturday finals for all 3 classifications. You have 6A, 5A, and then 4 through 1A are combined. And again, all day Friday we'll have preliminaries. All day Saturday we will have the finals. And then lots more action. You can go to TableRockSports.net, check out all of the upcoming games. And of course, follow us on YouTube, and you'll be notified of all of the upcoming games on the network. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett, with Aaron Nilsson, I'm Jeff Smith saying thanks for watching and good night from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon.